Chapter 6, Frightful Weather. "Do you think this is Carter's missing snowman?" I asked after I climbed down. Desmond walked around and pulled out the paper that Carter had given him. "There's only one way to find out. We will follow this list." That made sense to me. "Are there 3 buttons?" asked Desmond. "Check," I said. This snowman had 3 buttons. "And a red scarf?" "Check." "And a black..." But before Desmond could finish talking, we heard a strange noise. It sounded like a low groan. "What was that?" I asked. Desmond shrugged. "Dunno." Then we heard it again. But it wasn't a groan, it was a yawn. "Oh," yawn big. And it came from the snowman. The creature lifted its arms high into the air and yawned again. "The snowman is waking up," Desmond screamed. "Come on." Oh boy. Desmond ran, but I was too scared to move. I was frozen. Well, everything except my toasty toes, of course, but you already knew that. "Andres!" Desmond yelled. "Move!" The snowman looked down at me and smiled with its scary, jagged teeth. Then it leaned over and let out a sound that came from deep inside all that snow. It was a growl. I could definitely run then. The snowman stumbled after us with its arms outstretched. It was trying to snatch us, or was it trying to eat us? Either way, I didn't want to find out. Desmond and I ran across the park. We jumped over kids on sleds. We slid under teens practicing on their snowboards. We swooped along the cross-country trails, weaving in between the skiers. Nothing was going to stop us. Nothing until whack! A snowball hit the side of my face. Cindy Lee was back. Whack! Whack! Ow! Desmond and I screamed as snowballs crashed all around us. Oh my goodness, that's Cindy Lee. Cindy Lee was hiding behind a tree and she had a pile of snowballs beside her. We were trapped. If we ran one way, we'd be attacked by a snowball bully. But if we ran the other way, we'd be eaten by a snowman monster. Desmond and I nodded at each other. We knew there was only one thing to do. We ran towards Cindy Lee. And nobody could have been more surprised than Cindy Lee herself. She pelted us with snowballs until she saw the overgrown snowman chasing us. Her eyes widened bigger than big, and before we knew it, all 3 of us were running from the snowman together. Actually, Cindy Lee was way faster than we were. She was gone in a flash. Me, on the other hand, I slipped and stumbled and tumbled into the snow, hard. Luckily, we were at the top of an icy hill and I slid down it on my back. "Great idea," Desmond called as he leaped into the air head first. He slid down the hill on his belly and caught up to me. Sliding down. Then we glided onto the crowded ice rink at the bottom of the hill. We kept sliding until we crashed right into the heating lamp. I closed my eyes, waiting to be grabbed up by that snowman, but nothing happened. So I opened my eyes just in time to see the snowman. It was still at the top of the hill, looking down at us. Its stare sent shivers through my body. But it didn't come after us anymore. Instead, it turned around and walked back into the woods.